everybody, Tashi here from Piximommy's Reborns. Welcome back, and to everybody new, hello and welcome. So I have the twins here today, and I realized that the first video I made, I introduced them as the boys. Second video that I made, for those of you that follow my channel, I wasn't sure if they were maybe girls, and I had tried on a girl's outfit. Well, I'm back today to introduce them with my final decision as please welcome the boys. So these babies are conjoined twins, or they have Diprosopus, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which in Greek it means two faces. That's what it means. It's craniofacial duplication. This sculpt is the Gianna and Giulia sculpt by Chenza Dolls, and these precious boys were actually reborn by me. I am a collector, but I am also painting now. I'm new to painting, so I'm very excited that I had the opportunity to paint this sculpt. So I want to let you know their names. I got them into some cozy little set by little Miss Dessa, and they are just looking so adorable. So please welcome Francis and Julian. So Francis is sleeping over here. This is Francis, and Julian here is awake. So the thing about craniofacial duplication is, well, it's a very rare condition that some children are born with. Because it's so rare, each child is different. So I went with kind of, if you will, labeling them, just for posting of the sculpt and everything, of conjoined twins, because I went with the sculptor's vision of two babies, Gianna and Giulia. And so some children that have the craniofacial duplication, things are separate, and there is, two brains, two main vessels for brains, and that's what they have. And for one children, for instance, and I want to give a shout out, I want to talk about a channel called SBSK. I've mentioned them before, and I've shared them on my wall. SBSK stands for Special Books for Special Kids. It's a channel that I really, really love. They share, Chris, the host, travels around the world, and he interviews children and people with disabilities or special needs that are born different. In particular, who I got to meet in the comments actually on my Instagram, was Trey and his mom. So Trey is a child that was interviewed, and his mom, of course, on SBSK. And he has oh gosh, I'm so bad at pronouncing this, craniofacial duplication. So and in his case, I think the duplication wasn't totally complete or separate. He has one brain in there, basically. So, like I said, everyone is unique, is truly unique. But Trey's mom was so sweet to compliment the boys, and was having a little conversation with me and someone else there in the comments, and I just like, oh gosh, that makes my heart so happy to know that, there's so many people out there, y'all. Like, yes, this condition is very rare, but like, there's so many conditions of children that are born that, to others may look very different, and even to the point of being scary, because you know some people can be afraid of what they don't know or they don't understand, you know what I mean? Which is what I find so valuable and so important in the doll community and in this art, because that's what this is, the appreciation of the art of realism, of the moment of a moment frozen in time, of a sculpt of a human being, of a baby, you know and babies, people are born in all different shapes, sizes, colors, forms, and yes, there are a lot of people out there that are born different, whether it's very apparent physically on the outside or whether it's on the inside, and physically a person looks typical, or it's a combination of both. It just depends, because we're all unique and different as people and as human beings. And so I just love, one of the just many, many things that I love that is so dear to my heart about these boys is, they're bringing people closer together. I've noticed in the Reborn doll community, okay, that there has been not one unkind comment, not here on YouTube, not on Instagram, when I've shared the boys. And in the past, that hasn't been the case. Like with Stanley Oliver, which is the sculpt that represents a baby with Down syndrome, I had gotten quite a bit of not so niceness. And I know that the sculptor ran into that, as well as, other artists that reborn the sculpt, as well as collectors that had the sculpt. I'm seeing a change. I'm seeing a turnaround. I'm seeing, like, this sculpt, I think, more artists are, bringing their vision of the sculpt to life. And I'm seeing a lot more collectors being like, okay, maybe this is not a sculpt for them, for their collection, just like we all have personal preferences and sculpts of all different babies, just with all different features. So it's just a matter of you can appreciate a sculpt, you can appreciate a baby, and love the sculpt or love the artist version of it, without having to want it in your own collection, right? So anyway, yeah, I've witnessed a lot more acceptance in our own community, and I've also now witnessed we're reaching outside of our community, and we are even reaching some of the very people that we are representing and saying hello to, and saying that we care about you and you're important and you're beautiful to us, and your life or your child's life is valued by others, and we want to represent them, if that makes sense. And that makes me feel really good inside. When I first saw these babies in clay form and fell madly in love with them, I never dreamed, because it took, I think it's been like a couple years since they had been sculpted before they went in for their turn to, get poured into vinyl. I was so thrilled when I heard that the sculpt would be poured and made into a vinyl kit. But I never dreamed that I would be the one that would be reborning my own version for, my collection. So I'm so like just I really love these babies. I'm really excited about these babies. I really love them. I love what they represent. And yeah. So, oh, I got this little pillow yesterday at Marshall's, this little moon pillow. I thought it was really cute for the boys and would kind of help, especially maybe even Francis, but just the boys in general, to help them give a prop for their heads, have a little, um, you know, as far as our little role play and stuff that we do, a little physical therapy, a little, help out with some, tummy time, holding the heads up. I don't know. I just thought it was so cute. And of course, it'll be cute for all the babies. And it also matches my nursery motif. So the boys got this, and Francis can kind of take a rest if he needs to there. He's usually a little more tired. But anyway, so special shout out to Special Books for Special Kids. If you have not seen this channel, I really highly recommend it. And big special shout out to Trey and his mom. I don't expect that they're watching it, but I just in general want to give them a shout out. They're just a beautiful family. Trey is a beautiful, well, now young man. They grow so fast, don't they? My son, my youngest, who also has some special needs, is actually today 14 years old. And my heart, because he's my baby too, my only boy. He has 3 older sisters, so he's like the last. He's the baby, and oh, my heart. But anyway, Trey is just a really, an amazing young man now. I don't want to say kid. He's really a young man now. But and you would be so surprised, by looking at him, which is almost similar to these babies. I think a lot of people just dismiss, people like him. And when you watch, you clearly see that he's not verbal, but he does communicate. He does understand. You could see the sweet, affectionate soul that he is. You can see when he smiles. You could see how he interacted with Chris, the host of the show, who is just like, a very special person. Put it that way. But you can just, it was so endearing to see him, lean his head up against Chris, and then you could see him smile. It just, just watch. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I will put a link below in the description of this video to Special Books for Special Kids, and I will put a link to Trey's story on there on Special Books for Special Kids, so you can find him easily if you would like to. But again, these boys are bringing nothing but, communities of people coming together, a lot more of, not just tolerance, but I think true understanding. I think the more people that are seeing that, uh, you know, that these babies are valued and loved and beautiful, and that, people want them in their collections to represent them, not because I don't think anyone who owns this sculpt or who has reborn this sculpt or is planning to reborn this sculpt, I don't think anyone takes this lightly, in the sense of the hobby that we are like playing dollies. Although I would include and will include them when I make role play videos and stuff like that, just like I would any other baby, because why would I exclude them? But it doesn't mean that it's it doesn't mean that anybody wishes for their child to be, born different or have struggles. But I can say myself, as a mom of, a child that does have special needs, who is the greatest gift to to me and to my family, and in my opinion, to the world. So, every life has a reason. Everyone has a reason why they are here. And just because someone may look a little different, sometimes it just gets people getting used to, like I said, I think the reborn community is getting used to seeing these babies around, and babies like the Stanley Oliver sculpt, like the Down syndrome babies around, that, like I said, a lot more people are just responding to their photos and just saying how cute, how beautiful, how well done they are, how special they are, things like that. But they're not like, stopping in their tracks or saying anything negative or anything like that. And I just think that's a wonderful thing. So these boys are, just like any of my other dolls. They're, kind of in my head growing their little personalities and who they are, because as collectors, a lot of us, will kind of give our babies their own special little character. And I have two here, very special boys, and they have their own very distinct personalities, which I hope you'll all stick around to get to know in my videos, as well as with the rest of my babies. There's also a link in the description if you would like to follow me on Instagram and to see pictures of Francis and Julian, as well as all the other babies in my collection. You can also find although I don't think the links, I gotta fix the link to join my channel membership, but you can click the blue join button next to subscribe if you would like to become an exclusive member of my channel. Come behind the scenes. I do my live streams in there. I'm showing my whole journey in painting in there, lots of fun stuff. So if you would like to further support my channel, it's literally less than the price of a cup of coffee a month. Come on in, check that out. But either way, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the babies as boys, especially those of you that saw the video that I was considering girls, but I just like, they spoke to me, you know, finally that day or the next day whenever I changed them back into like a boy's outfit, did a photo shoot immediately. I was like, oh no, you're boys. You two are definitely my baby boys. And since then, I have been nothing but wanting to pick them up and just like kiss them and hug them. And I am just having a blast with them. They actually went yesterday to Grammy and Grampy, so the boys got to meet my parents. I didn't get to take pictures because we were not there long. We went to have pizza and cake for Gabe's birthday, but we had to wait for my daughter to get off from work, and by the time she, you know, did that, picked us up, it's was, we went in the evening just for pizza and cake. So it wasn't like a whole day thing. But I did bring the boys, because I've been trying to each new baby that I make the next time we go to my parents, I will bring the new baby so that my parents get to see the babies that I'm creating in person. My mom already saw pictures, and when she saw the boys, she said she was just like, wow. She was so blown away by their realism. And she said, like, they look more amazing in person than in photos. She was, saying you can see so much more of like the detail and everything. So even though I actually didn't think they would be her cup of tea, and she's more like of a girly, she's not really a baby person, but she's like more so, if she's gonna love a baby, she'll love girl, a pretty little girl. So I didn't think like boys, and the little scrawny like preemies that I love, and the micro preemies and stuff, it's not her thing, it's not her cup of tea. So I'm thinking, these babies probably won't be her cup of tea, but eh, she actually really, liked them. She enjoyed seeing them, and I thought that was pretty cool too. So, gave you all a lot of information. Check out Special Books for Special Kids. We'll be back on again. Big shout out. We love you, Trey. And it was just wonderful to chat in the comments with Trey's mom, and to follow him there on Instagram. Like I said, really beautiful family, and I am glad we made some new friends. And well, that's about it. I hope you all have a great start to your week, and we will see you all next time. God bless.